Anybody? Anybody, please. Okay, thank you very much. Anybody again? Anyone? Yes, okay, okay. Entrepreneur, yeah, entrepreneur. Anybody on speak? Yeah, on speaker and soup. Anybody? Plumber, thank you very much. Anybody? Sir? Anyone? Anyone? Thank you very much. Okay, so today I have like this is my third class. I have one more class, and I said I'm going to do a bonus class. Okay, so that bonus class will be doing a recap of all that I've taught and also practical. I noticed that I don't know, maybe because I have some people's number, I don't see their videos on their status. So why is that? Like people don't do videos, they just want to just take pictures and just video the land. Why don't you do videos? Can anybody tell me? Is there a challenge with video creation? Mr. Bakari, I've seen your video. I haven't seen your video. But wait, do you show your video? Yes, yes. Do you show in your videos? The videos that do you show in your videos? Not all. So does anybody have any challenge with, putting your phone in front of you and doing videos about real estate? I wish can this play? Can I project my Instagram page? I can project it. So I'm going to show you some of the videos that I've done. And somebody saw my video. One of my mentors, he was like, you're talking like as if you're a professional. You started this real estate 4 years ago. Like I just started in July. I think in July or so or June. So if you see my videos, you actually think that it's not because of grammar or I can speak well. It's not just everything. The truth about it is that everything is not just grammar. There's some people that don't have good English or speak well, but they're very confident and you that can speak well. So I think you should try as much as possible with creating videos. And and the truth about it is with selling online is that don't always sell. When you sell too much online, dreams property on Instagram, white dreams property. So you see many videos that are created. So sometimes you need to educate or sensitize people that want to buy from you. It's not every time come and buy, come and buy. Because people are looking for knowledge. I said in one of my classes that some people are scared to buy because somebody has cheated them or they have heard stories about people duping them. So when they know that you are an authority in your industry, you start doing videos and telling them, oh, four types of documents you need to have when you buy your land, four types of different types of landed property. All these things, I learned some here, I learned some in the training I went for. Within the space of 2 months, being a real estate realtor. I'm not yet certified, but I'm looking to do certification. So when you see me doing my Instagram video, you think that I've been in this industry for 2 years. And some of us to, well, I'm just trying to encourage you that sometimes just do videos. Don't wait until it's perfect. Don't wait until it's perfect. Do videos every time. So let people know that there's a particular video I have on my Instagram. I told people different types of where they can actually buy land in Moweba for. I'm going to show you before the class ends. So today, I'll be talking about this is my third class. So I've taught you people how to pronounce 100 words correctly. I don't know if you can remember, but like I said before, I'll do a recap of the class. So this is not moving. So today I'm going to be teaching on public speaking. A lot of people are shy. Right? My sister here is shy because of public speaking. I'm going to be telling you how you can, go, should I say, eliminate public speaking fear. A lot of people are scared. I have been scared so many times. So, like I said earlier, when they notice that you have good English, they don't feel like you should always hold the mic. I'm not always a front person. I like doing things at the back end. I'm not somebody that likes to do, talk, with the crowd. But I noticed that I cannot escape it. I will always stand in front of the audience. And my church gave me a platform to minister. Sometimes I minister 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I have failed many times. But as long as you are consistent and you are willing to learn, one day you would perfect. Okay? So it was this year I was fully confident holding the mic, preaching in my church. Since how many years I've been doing it? So why? So I'm going to be telling you how you can speak to the public without fear. You will definitely be afraid because you're a human being. But how you can overcome stage fright. Okay, so I need this thing to move to the next page. So today I'm going to be talking about tautology. Who knows what tautology is? In Nigeria, right? What? Repetition of words. And we do it here in Nigeria. You see, it's 50 naira. 50, we always repeat words every time when we are trying to explain to people. So I'll talk about tautology. I'll talk about grammar error. Overcome stage fright. So let's go to the next page. When you say something twice, okay, so a lot of people make this mistake. So when you are talking, you repeat the same thing twice. Why? There's no need. Come. Still yes. Why still yes? I waited, yet he did not come. Another one, return back the book. Return means you are giving somebody back. So you don't say return back the book. It doesn't make sense. So that's tautology. So the correct thing to say is return the what? The book, not return back the book. That's the final conclusion. Who uses this word? So conclusion is final. That's the final thing you need to say. So you don't need to say that's the final conclusion. That's the conclusion. Okay? The next one is I am trying to reverse back. It's wrong. So you don't say reverse back because reverse, when you reverse, you go back. So I'm trying to reverse. So this one is a long one. We didn't play well, so therefore, a lot of people use so therefore we lost the match. We didn't play well, therefore we lost the match. They live, some people will say, I live at the extreme end. It's wrong. What's the correct thing? I live at the extreme or at the end of the street, not extreme end. Extreme and end, they are two things. Okay, so kindly please. Who uses kindly please? Kindly please is wrong. Kindly is a polite request and please is a polite request. So don't say kindly please send the email or send the mail. It's wrong. It's a tautology. We had a nice video in church today. It's wrong. So what's the correct thing? We have a video. Okay. I am going for the wake keeping. So I'm going for the wake, not wake keeping. I'm going for the wake, not keeping. Why? Because when you are awake, you actually have like you are keeping, you are staying awake. You're already keeping wake. So it doesn't mean it's wrong for you to say
black that black.
It's wrong for you to say I'm going for the wake keeping. I'm going for the wake. Okay, all right. So the next thing is this teacher assisted me by helping me complete the math problem. Assisted and help are the same thing. So you don't say assisted and helping. Okay. So you just say the first.
Take. No worries.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So that one. I apologize because I am very sorry that I broke the bowl. So apologize and sorry are the same thing. So you don't use the same thing together. I personally made this card for you with my own hand. So it's wrong, Abby. I personally made this card for you. Okay. I know wait is wrong. But what about wait? Wait, let me think. Yeah. No, I'm going for the weight, not weight keeping. Not for putting keep there because they're already keeping weight. They're already weight already. So I'm going for the weight. Not need to put keeping. But people say my names are because I have more than one name. You say my name. My name is even if okay, my name. Let's say my name. My name is Queenet Gini Kamwa Onheri. Queenet Gini Kamwa Onheri. So because I have multiple names, does not mean to my names are. So it's my name. My name is Queenet Gini Kamwa Onheri. So not ah. Press the horn. It is honk your horn. Press the horn. Honk your horn. Yeah. Funny funny enough, I haven't met her before. It is funnily enough, not funny enough, funnily. Yes, funny enough, I haven't met her before. So a lot of people say off the light or on the light. So it's switch on or switch off the light. So the next one is next tomorrow. It is a day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, not next tomorrow. Okay, I've said that one. Real estate consultant. I prepaid instrumentally. It's wrong. It is paid in installment. Okay, we pay in installment, not instrumentally. No, it's wrong. Yes, not instrumentally. They're not like instruments. It's paid in installments, not instrumentally. So a lot of you think we say I'm hungry when you're writing something. You say I am. Don't say I'm hungry. I am hungry or I am hungry. No am. So people say nine vigil. Vigil is already nine. So you don't need to say nine vigil. It is indicator. Okay. So yes, indicator. So indicator is an old English. I will sleep at 10 p.m. I will go to bed at 10 p.m. Not I will sleep. I will go to bed at 10 p.m. Okay, can we? You can start it if you want to. Well, I mean, bed. The difference is one is that you are actually like position. On yes. On bed is maybe basically you are standing on the bed somehow. It's kind of confusing. You're standing on the bed. The while in bed is more like you are maybe sleeping on the bed. So the difference is positioning.
The explanation that they give us here.
Okay.
You know this red cover, you know the white thread. They have a way. They spray like they are clothing. They don't use flapper like they use in Nigeria. So once they are having that thing on them, they are in bed.
Yes.
But once they are lying without that thing on me, both of them, then they are on bed.
So that means when you're in the bed, you're actually covered. Okay. Well, but it's part of positioning anyway. So when you say I'm in the bus or I'm on the bus, okay, so all is basically when you're like standing on the bus, then in is when you're maybe seated or this kind. English can be very confusing sometimes. I would not like to. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so it's not plate number, it's number plate. Yes. So I've said this one next tomorrow, a day after tomorrow. So some people say barb your hair, have a haircut. No, I want to barb my hair. So, British and America, they have their own English, right? Like I said, routes and routes, schedule and schedule. So some people say in Nigeria, we are colonized by the British. Well, that's why British diction coaches, they use the British pronunciation to teach. You understand? But because of the I don't know, maybe confusion, we met American and British English together. So this is an example. Short knicker, we say short knicker, but British knickers, yes, it's called knickers in British. While in America it's called short. So we join it together and then say short knicker. Yes, so this is barbing salon. So it's not saloon, but there's a word called saloon, right? But it's salon. It's not barbing salon, it is barber shop. Barber shop. So some people say you are taking it too personal. No, you are taking it personally. You are taking it personally. My stops, there's no S in stops. It's an uncountable. Yeah, so you see my stop. Traveling back, those of you that are traveling to something, don't say traveling back, say my travel back. So I travel back. I said my travel back, not traveling back. So I am hearing you. Can't you talk? I'm hearing you. I can hear you. So it's not crack. I need to crack my brain. It's crack my brain. So as at when do is it as and when do not as that as and I think you need to take a picture of this. Okay, so we send this person. Where do we get exercise patients from? Why? Exercise is it pressure? Sometimes be patient. I forgot my phone at home. I left my phone at home. I left. Borrow me your pen. Lend me your pen. So I don't have my You can try. Oh, I already kept it there. I shouldn't have kept it. Okay, let me go. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is Tuesday, not Tuesday. So Americans actually say Tuesday or Tuesday, but in British as a diction coach, we choose Tuesday. Wednesday, not Wednesday, like I said earlier. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. January, not January. 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 So in British, they say February. When in America, February. So regardless, this is correct. So let me teach you. So this is March, April, May, June, not July. Not July, it's July. August, September, October, November, December, not this. Don't put this out, December. Now let me teach you how to pronounce these names correctly. Who can tell me how to pronounce them? Okay, so this is pronounced as Mary. Not Mary, Mary. Okay, this is pronounced as Leonard. Not Leo, Leonard. Leonard. This is Naomi. Not Naomi, Naomi. This is Abel. Abel. Deborah, not Deborah. So I called one girl, my church. Emmanuel, not Emmanuel. Joseph. Joseph. Okay, sorry. Moses anyway. This is testimony, not testimony. Testimony. This is the kind of fish. You know this, not salmon.
So they've changed your name, man.
The L is
Mary.
salmon. Who does not pronounce this? It's an American food, grain or so I can't remember. Quinoa. Yeah, who knows this? Who knows this thing? Who knows this word? Who knows this food? Sorry. Who knows this? It's quinoa. It's quinoa. It's a grain. I don't know how to. Do you know it's that? An American? Yes. Okay, quinoa. So this is six. Sorry. Hyperbole. So our teachers. Sorry. Some of us are not taught how to pronounce it correctly. It's not hyperbole. It's not hyperbole. It's hyperbole. Hyperbole. So this is tell me what this word is. Amoeba. Not amoeba. 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 Apostolic. Apostolic. Tortoise. Not tortoise. Tortoise. Chocolate. Restaurant. Not restaurant. Restaurant. Almond. Not almond. Salmon. L is silent. This croissant. Croissant. Yes. Situation. Situation. Sociology. Somebody say sociology. Finance. Or finance. Sword. Somebody say sword. The S is W. So sword. What is the difference between this and this? Okay. So this is desert and dessert. Desert and dessert. This is broccoli. Who knows broccoli? It's a vegetable. Okay. Broccoli, not broccoli. Broccoli. Google. So the L in this word is silent. It's a walk or half. Or half, not half. Or walk. So does anybody have any question, any challenge with pronunciation or anything? So I want to teach. I finished this. I want to teach you public speaking. Does anybody have any challenge so far on pronunciation? I don't have to create content. I said, what do you create content? Language, yes. Anybody? I need to go to my slide. Public speaking. Does anybody have any questions or challenge with pronunciation of words or video creation? I say video creation because you need to create. Sorry, my next slide. Yes? Oh, my next slide. Does anybody have any challenge or need help with anything? Does anybody have any challenge maybe with video creation or pronunciation? Or what's your challenge so far with English? Sir.
Thank you. I have not grammatical problem per se or challenge per se.
What do you
Only this challenge.
Chilling. Chilling.
You know, when I'm running a video, I think I'm so slow. Doing my presentation, I'm so slow. And at the end of the day, instead of taking it faster, I now begin to demonstrate with my hand. And yet we're told that when we are doing such things, we don't need to be doing demonstrating with your hands. I don't know what you do to be a little bit faster. So I beat my words. Even myself, I'm not convinced that I've done the right thing. How can I overcome it?
I didn't say that when you're talking, you shouldn't use your hands, but limit how you use your hands. So you cannot be talking and be standing like a soldier. You need to use your hands, but not like, throwing everywhere. So I want to ask you, when you do your presentation, do you read by your script or you have it on your head? So what's the challenge?
Actually, I write my script.
Yourself?
I'll study the script. Because I know I can't be reading it directly. So, but sometimes I get lost.
Okay, because you get lost because you cannot. That means that's because of it, right? Okay, so that's because of it, and because you forget your lines. So you have to do is forgetting your lines. Because the truth about it is that some people are fast talkers. I talk very fast. I'm coming down. Why some people are very slow talkers. But from your own challenge is because you need to memorize your script. When you memorize your script, when you talk, you look at you and gisting with your friend. And you see that you are closing up the gap. So you need to try and remember your lines. And you have to take baby steps. For example, some people want to just do it as a stretch. As long as you are recording your video, memorize one paragraph. That's why there's a video editing app. Memorize one paragraph first and grab it, put it to your head, know it off head, then present it, then cut the video, then take it chunk by chunk, not everything. Some people don't have that gift to memorize that thing. So when you memorize one paragraph first, record yourself. Hello everyone, I want to talk to you about bluestone property. When you do that paragraph, pause the video and do the second paragraph. So don't do it if you want to do it all. Some people have the grace for putting things on their head. So do it bit by bit and join your video together with your editing app. How many of you know how to use InShots and CapCut? Nobody. I feel like you are not. Most of us here are not interested in video, or you think it's not important because you already have clients, right? It's important. Is there anywhere one day I can teach how to edit with CapCut, sir? Hello, sir. Is it possible? How did I do that? Okay, so how did I do that? How can I? Okay, we'll talk. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, but I can project my own video here for us to see a video. All right, no problem. InShot and CapCut. I prefer CapCut. Yes. So it's very important. You do your videos and you don't wait until, like I said the last time, you don't wait until you go to a site to show them the property. When you talk and do videos, it shows that you have authority in that field and they want to even buy more from you. I'm telling you. It's not that I've not started sponsoring my videos because I noticed that my videos are more than 1 minute on Instagram. So but I sponsored on Facebook. I sponsored the ad that we did on the banner. I sponsored on Facebook, but on Instagram it has to be 19 seconds if it's real, for real. So try and do a 1 minute video on the dot if you want to sponsor on Instagram. But on Facebook you can sponsor longer than that. Okay, so I want to talk about public speaking tips. Like I said, you mustn't be a diction coach before you hold the mic one day. They can call you in your children's PTA spontaneously. Oh, yeah, come and say something now, about our school. On the spot, you be like, you have to be prepared. Preparation is key. When preparation meets opportunity, there will be results. So you need to to prepare yourself every time. Oh, how am I going to, public speaking is a tool as a marketer. Everywhere you find yourself, you talk to people. It's just that the difference is that you don't have a crowd when you talk to people. One house, please. You don't have crowd when you talk to people. But one day, you'll be put on the spot, whether in your church, whether in anywhere. So public speaking tips is very important. You need to just learn it. And I want to tell you this that I need my phone, please. Where's my phone? Where's my phone, please? I don't know my okay, I'm going to quote the statistics anyway. So it's important that public speaking, as a public speaker, you are going to, it's natural for you to be afraid. So a lot of people be like, oh, why am I afraid? When I say my journey into public speaking, my church gave me that platform. I'm always scared. One day, our mother in the Lord said, Queen, you're going to host. You know, when they see you speaking and when you're in your career, they feel like, no, you're professional. They don't want to even know that you're still trying to build yourself. My mother in the Lord told me, Queen, you're going to anchor the women's program. You know, I didn't eat well for 2 weeks. I did not sleep well for 2 weeks because my heart was always beating. I would raise the mirror. I would be like, God. I'm doing that, man. I cannot do it. I'm still trying to. Say, no, you speak good English. You can't. And for that 2 weeks, it was a challenge for me. When I picked the mic, I was rejecting. I was talking too fast. I just tried my best, but I don't know. It wasn't so. I now noticed that after that day, they said calling me to lead 5 minutes prayer. 5 minutes. I was like, God, I can't do this thing. And they say God does not want to give excuses. Okay? The truth about it is that when you check the scripture, I'm a Christian, I need there's no how I will touch on some part. God called Moses, he was saying I'm his camera. God called Jeremiah, he was like, I'm a child. He called Ezekiel, people called Gideon, they're giving excuses, but God equips them. So if you really want to go far in life, in every aspect of life, you need to equip yourself for that assignment. You're in real estate. What can I do differently? It's not just about buying, selling. You also need to work on your communication skills. Praise the Lord. Hello, sir. What happened? Well, equipping yourself is very important. Equipping yourself. So you need to learn. Well, how can I face the crowd? A lot of people. Do you know that I spoke to one senior pastor that was in a very big church? I said, Daddy, how do you do this? You always have stage fright when you climb the altar? I said, yes. I always have stage fright. As I've been in this ministry for over 35 years. And I still have stage fright when I climb the altar, I pick my mic. And he told me a strategy. He said, when I want to climb the altar and move the mic, I just leave worship. That worship helps me to calm down. So it's okay for you to be afraid, but it's not okay for you to go there and mess up. It's okay. The person they told me, the other time they told me I was, talking fast. When you have tense, like back then, you hardly hear what I'm saying. My breath will just cease. But he told me that he would pick the mic and lead worship. Of course, leading worship is genuine, but he's using that one to calm his nerves down. It is normal. All these people that you see, these big tough public people that are public speakers, they have stage fright, but they have a strategy for it. So I want to encourage you that one of the ways I overcame stage fright is when they say Queen, we have one thing I want you to do. And I hardly, at some point I said saying no, but God told me that if you truly want to be perfect, one of the things you need to do is volunteer yourself. Sometimes say, let me do it. Even if you know that you are not perfect, you cannot be perfect in one day. Rome was not built in a day. Volunteer yourself to talk. Whether you're in or just say something. The first thing is nervousness is normal. So what do? You practice and prepare. I did a 10 minutes, I led 10 minutes prayer in my church last week. And that was one of the best I ever did because I practice and prepare. So you practice, how will I say it? So what I do is that I go in front of my mirror and I rehearse like 10 times. This is me that I've been doing it for how many years in my church. Last week, I rehearsed in front of my mirror. I rehearsed like 10 times how to start my introduction, the body, and conclusion. I brought out the prayer point. I also did my research. So when I was doing my administration, I talked about, so when you're doing your administration, you put scriptures, make sure they are correct, because if not, it is heresy. Also, sometimes you want to put the icing on the cake, you want to also put some quotes. Maybe, for example, there's a quote that says, it helps to embellish your speech. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to practice and prepare. What will I say in the beginning part, the middle part, the end part? Very important. Know your audience. So imagine you're talking to children, you're talking to adults, you say, you guys, when it's a youth conference, a youth program, you know that there's some words you use. You know when you're talking to your audience, not the you guys, but elderly people. So you need to know your audience. If it's a mix of audience, maybe both young and old, you need to say something that kind of is one house, please, one house. So know your audience. So if you know that there's a mix of both young and old, you need to say something that will catch the attention of the younger people. So my one pastor was preaching and he was making reference to Ashake. And he immediately said lonely, because he was saying that people in the world, right, they are lyricists. They actually sometimes they put more effort to ensure that whatever they do is perfect. But some of us as Christians, we just take things for negative sometimes. So he was not saying lonely, people are now, the youth are now jumping, pastor was you, they were so excited. So you have to put some punchlines that will attract the youth and the elderly people. For example, the pastor can just sing one oldie day song, one hymn, and the old mamas will start singing, you catch them. So when you have a mix of both young and old audience, you have to have a punchline that will attract them. You understand? To create a balance. Do you understand? So organize your material. If you're using a slide, are you going to use a slide or you will not use a slide? Using a slide in your presentation is very important. But some people don't use a slide. They can use their maybe iPad. So get your materials ready. Either you want it to be printed or you want to use an iPad. So your material is very important. Create the framework for your speech. Make sure to grab your audience attention in the first 30 seconds. 30 seconds will determine whether they will listen to you or not. So are you going to start your introduction with a quote? Do you know that in the Western world, 30% of people that people be like, they'll pause. You just grab their attention. So your first 30 seconds is very important. Do you want to crack a joke? Do you want to start with a quote? Do you want to ask a question that will make people shout, hey, no, it's not true, and create, a noise in the audience? So your first 30 seconds when you go and give a public speech is very important. So for example, some people actually do this. I don't know if you do this here. In their church, they will decide that, okay, let us have a workshop for real estate and let us sensitize people. You can start it in your church. Maybe there's a career seminar in your church or your mosque or anywhere. You can just, start a seminar. Before you know it, people want to subscribe to your the land that you sell. I think it's something that you should think about. Watch for feedback and adapt to it. Keep your focus on the audience. Get their reaction. So sometimes when you prepare for a speech, you might freestyle in the middle of it because it's not part of your plan. But when you now notice that you threw a question and everybody shouting, no, you understand? No, it's not true. Now, when you were preparing your message, you did not intend or you didn't plan to ask people questions. But when you now gauge the audience, you feel like somebody was like, no, you'll be like, okay, what do you have to say? So you have to be very dynamic and versatile and gauge your audience, okay? And another thing is that when you're giving a speech, you go somewhere for the first time, you're seeing new faces, you'll be scared. So when you're doing your presentation, when you notice that one or two persons are not in your head, it gives you encouragement. So you focus on those people that are not, like you're not in your head now. I can decide to focus on you because they're giving me encouragement as a speaker to talk to you, so encourage me to talk more. Okay, so you have to spot people that are, saying yes to your message. You understand? So encourage you to talk. Then let your personality come through. Be yourself. Next slide. Also, you need to dress the part. When you're going for your presentation, you need to look good. You need to look good from your head to your toe. You need to dress well. Don't just appear that place anyhow. Like it's very wrong because people first see you before they what? Yes, it's not just about grammar. Everything is not grammar. That's the truth. That's the Diction process. Everything. You have to dress. You have to look good. You have to dress well. It's important and smell nice. I don't know. Like I don't think people have an issue with roll-on or body spray or perfume. Like I don't get why you wake up in the morning and you cannot spray body spray. There is a difference between roll-on. Roll-on has its own duty. Body spray has its own duty. Perfume has its own duty. Roll-on is what for the armpits, right? Body spray is from head to the spray it. Your perfume can either be on your clothes or your body. It's a three in one. It's a total package. But people just use one. You can use one, it's fine, or as long as you got those three elements are important. Roll on, body spray, and perfume. Please. Smell nice. It's very important. Some people just appear anyhow. They appear anyhow. You don't know that. See, when the odor, sorry, when the odor is not your armpit alone, it's from your head to your toe. Your hair as a woman, your mouth, your armpit, your breast, your boxers, everything. It's a total package. It's not just your armpit. So roll-on is important, body spray is important, perfume is important. Please. It's very important. So the next one. Next slide.
It's with you now.
Okay.
Queen,
Use
where's
humor, tell stories, and use effective language.
Where's the something? I gave you.
What? That's it.
Is it there?
Let me continue, please. I'll look for it. I apologize.
Okay.
So use humor, tell stories, and use effective language. So when you're going to do a public speaking, for example, I've told you some stories, right? I told you stories about if people get to connect with stories because they can see themselves in that story sometimes. So when you're doing a public presentation, put stories, talk about stories, and just use humor. I don't when I do my public speaking, I don't think I'm a hilarious person, but sometimes you just people a bit. So people can connect with stories. So if you're going to sell a property, for example, you can give an instance, Mr. A, Mr. B bought a land from this person because it was cheap. At the end of the day, they duped him. But you just tell stories. Don't read unless you have to. So some people, when they're doing their public speaking, they will read from beginning to the end. When you're talking to people, why should you be reading your slides? Now I can read because I need to pick up the points and expatiate. Remember, I said what? Expatiate, not expatiate. Expatiate, right? Not expatiate. There's no word as expatiate. So you pick the point and expatiate on that point. Not okay, use to read is wrong because you're talking to people. Use your voice and hands effectively. Non-verbal communication carries most of the message. So use your hands to so not like it's always you should do it every time, right? Use your hands and voice. Grab attention at the beginning and close with a dynamic end. Use a starting statistic, like I said. 73% population shows that they need facts. Now let me tell you a story. Something happened in my church. That's why I said for you to do a presentation, you need to make your research because there are intelligent people in the crowd. So the fact that you are the one talking does not mean that. Do you know what I will not mention the church. Somebody came to that church and a doctor was teaching people about a particular health issue. And he said 53% in maybe 2023, 53% in 53% people had tuberculosis, blah blah blah. Do you know somebody googled it in that crowd or in church? I said, sir, please, I need to say something. Your statistics is 2020 statistics. It's not the current one. The man was embarrassed. Was embarrassed, not embarrassed. Was embarrassed. The man did not know. After the service, the man came to me. The pastor said, the intelligent to make your research. You can't afford to make a mistake. You are going to prepare, give a lecture on real estate. Give us statistics that are recent statistics. In 2023, housing estate, skyrocketed to maybe 23% of the population. Look at give us 2018 statistics. People are intelligent. Do you understand? Do your research properly before you go there and talk. It was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. So, what else? Okay. Grab attention. Okay, so use statistics. You can use interesting stories, anecdotes, quotes to buttress your point. You can say John Maxwell in his quote, he said blah blah blah. Don't wait for things to happen. Go out and happen to things. It was said by this person. Okay? Conclude your speech with a summary and strong statement that your audience is sure to remember. So the ending of your speech, when you go and give a public speech, is very important. You lied. Then use audiovisual aids wisely. Too many can break the direct connection to your audience. So use them wisely. So your audiovisuals, your what do you call it? PowerPoint. Yes. Okay. All right. So that's it. Any questions? Public speaking. How can you overcome public speaking? I need my phone from Mr. Yemi. Can anybody help me get it? I want to read something for my how you can overcome public speaking. I have something like this. I think. Can somebody get it for me, please? Yes, sir.
I just want to advise, I'm sorry, about the use of roll-up and speech. There are two types of roll-up. One, says anti-perspirant. The other is perspirant. Please